So last night I stayed here, Caso Primo Basilio, and I was pretty beat. I slept pretty good. Just gonna try to show. See if you can see the pool from here. There's a neat pool. Swimming pool. Yeah, you can see the pool. Kinda. Swimming pool over here for the pilgrims to bathe themselves. Cafes right up here. A village, really. So back onto the Camino again. So unlike the Camino Santiago Portuguese, the road to Fatima is kind of hilly coming up through here. And actually, I think when I go back to Santarém, my day into Galega and Galega into tomorrow is pretty hilly too, but I mean, relatively speaking. But get some hills here. And I missed an arrow because there was a trash can somebody had put directly in front of the arrow. I'm sure they didn't mean to, but so I stayed. There's a church close to the hostel I stayed at. It was a perfect hiking day. Something I just noticed on the fly. This is what appears to be another network of trails. I've seen it a couple times so far. I believe these are hiking paths that crisscross Portugal that are not the Camino. Probably like the E3 or something. Probably the Boy Scouts use them. I know nothing about them, but I've seen them quite a bit. And yeah, you see here, it's giving direction how to go. Alcanena. Made up here this little hillock. Some olive trees. It's really cool having totally different trees here than in the US. Like everything looks a little different. It's pretty cool. And you know, it's not too rural. I mean, it's rural, but it's not wildernessy. Anyway, I'm just stopping here because there's a really good vista. Again, that's the church near where I stayed last night, right over here. And there's just a big open view here. Not quite 360, but it's kind of a chaparral. I guess the geology of this area, it's all limestone hills, and obviously like some sort of sediment on it, but it's all limestone, and it's kind of this sort of a chaparral. Although we got forest, a lot of forest. These must have been planted. I mean, there's no old growth anywhere around here. But I guess there's a lot of grottos and caves and things in this area. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. I feel like I'm walking, like I could be in, if I didn't hear cars, it could be, you know, the Roman era with the tiled roofs. From this distance, just looks like it might have looked, you know, probably more houses than there were 500 years ago. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Those are two members of Portuguese Air Force on maneuvers. But I believe we're coming into Aviela now. The other two fighters doing patrol. It's Aviela. A little ways back there was an albergue between the last paved road and where I am now. I don't know, you know, where it is, but there was an albergue up in this area. It's a really beautiful view here. I believe this is all a national park back in this area or up ahead. So it's some beautiful hills and stuff. So it's actually wrong. This is actually Monsanto. And I just went into the town offices. I guess that's sort of the police department, city hall, and got a stamp there. So this is lovely downtown Monsanto. Our little village. Very nice. So for the first time, I'm heading off the road, leaving, I think, Cheval de Feito, going really off onto what is really like a trail. Like this is more like the AT. So we'll see how long this goes for, but I believe I'm going to be up in the hills here. There's a couple of hills. This should be neat. We'll see. So sort of up in the hills on the way into Fatima. And there's a lot of these little, for shepherds. So some old walls here. So it's a little hut right here, stone hut. You got some cows here hanging out in the olive grove. They've been checking me out. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's the bull. The bull. I want to scare him. Yeah. He's giving me a little bit of a look. So, great views. So, made it up to this ridge, and I believe I continue on sort of a ridge walk along here. There's a great view down it. I don't even know the names of these towns. There's a bigger one over here. That can't be Fatima. I don't think it is. I see something up on the hill there, a big white building. So that might be Fatima, but I don't know, I can't really tell. Beautiful hill. Big mountain here. So, keep going. So, this little spot here is Minde. And one thing I noticed, this area is a lot of limestone. So I think this is a sinkhole. You can see that it's basically a bowl-shaped little valley. There's a hill here, all the way around to there, and we're at a lower level, and it's flat in the middle. So, you know, it reminds me of, outside of Marion, Virginia, Burke's Garden. Yep. Kind of reminds me of that. I mean, the thing about Burke's Garden is that's almost a perfect little circle. This one seems not to be quite that perfect, but you know, it's more like a oval. Got a little work going on here too. So coming out of Minde, back up into the woods. I know we're close to a major road, I can hear it, but it's still a nice walk. It's pretty quiet. Got a great view across the valley to the ridgeline. So we came down off this ridge over here, down through Minde, and now we're up on the ridge on the other side of the sort of sinkhole, whatever you want to call it. And we're on our way to Fatima, getting close. Got about, I think, 3 more towns before Fatima. Es el gato negro. Un gato negro. Checking me out. It's a very beautiful day with a very dramatic sky. It rained just a few moments ago with the sun out. And over here we've got some great shafts of light coming through the sky. It's really pretty. Up here we got some gray clouds. We got a little more ways to go. So on the way into Fatima, came upon this. It's a little sort of sinkhole, and you can see the limestone, and then there's other rock. And this is sort of sunk down, sort of an open area, and this is like must have eroded fast or something. This is like much softer than limestone here. And neat, just a little like little gully up on the side here. The Camino's right there. It's really neat. It's all these windmills here. I thought that this might be a quarry, but I guess it's just, this is how you get eroded. It erodes. You can see all the other broken rock up top. Pretty cool. So, very close to Fatima. And the hills here are really quite dramatic. This limestone. It's really cool. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. Let's see. I can definitely see how there are. I have no doubt there are a lot of caves up in there. I'd love to go up there, but I really don't have time. I mean, I can't spend a day wandering around out here. And it's really lovely country up in here, but you can see the different levels of the limestone. It's like a line. You can see how it's like weathered out. Let me try to zoom in. I see a lake up in there. Pretty cool. So just a quick little video. I made it to a hotel here. I made it to Mass at about 9 o'clock. And before that I went to a restaurant. It was sort of a cafeteria. It was really good. I got some calamari, some salmon, some rice, and some potatoes, and some beer, and it was really good. And then I went to Mass for Maria, and there's definitely something to this Fatima, I'll tell you that. Good. A really good vibe. But I'll try and do a video tomorrow just showing the sanctuary. So good night.